My grandfather was a mechanic for 50 years, and he taught me the 10 essential tools that every man should have in your truck all the time. Now, this is an attainable kit. This is not pie in the sky. It's not going to fix everything, but 90% of the problems that you're going to run across in your vehicle, you're going to be able to handle them with these tools. I keep them in a roll. A roll is a good way to go about it. I'll put links to all of these in the description, but most of this stuff you're probably going to have because it's going to be common items that you'll have duplicates of in your shop. So the first thing I want to go over the most common problem you're going to have is going to be tire problems. And if you don't know how to repair a tire, it's actually quite simple, and it can be done with a plug kit. Now, since tires are going to be the most common thing, I'm going to assume that you already have a jack and a lug wrench in your truck that came with your car, so you can be able to deal with that. If you don't, just double check it and know how to use it. But a plug kit is very important. I would spend some money and get a professional grade plug kit. This will be useful for at home, for lawnmower tires, everything that you have. But 9 times out of 10, you can get yourself back on the road with a flat tire with a kit like this. Now, this is the Blackjack Tire Repair Kit, and this is going to be about as good as you can get. It's an all-in-one kit. It's going to have everything that you need in it. It's going to have plugs. It's going to have the lubricant. It's going to have everything that you could do. If I was going to add anything to the kit that doesn't come in there, I would add a valve stem remover, as well as a tire pressure gauge. But this is a great kit, and it lasts you. Most guys, professional homeowners, it'll last you your entire life. Have this in your truck. Very, very important. Now, for the kit, I think the best way to store your tools is in a roll. A roll can be put underneath of a seat. You can throw it in your center console. It's somewhat padded. You know, if you were to have a rollover, have something loose banging around in the cab, it's going to be a lot safer than having a metal toolbox or anything hard and plastic. So I'd rather get hit in the head with a soft roll than with a metal box. A tire pump. Yeah, a bicycle tire pump. Yes, it's going to take you a long time to pump up a tire, but if you can plug that tire with the kit, and you can easily do that with almost all punctures, unless it's just completely catastrophic, you will get the air in there. You may be pumping on this for a couple hours, but it's better than being stranded in a remote location. You probably already have one of these. You don't ride your bike anymore. You haven't used this for years. You might as well throw it in your kit, but a good tire pump, quality one, make sure you check it that it works, lube it up with some silicone, and have it on hand. This is very important to have a tire pump. Next is a good set of slip joint pliers. You're probably going to have multiple pairs. Get a larger set, something that you can get a hold of a good sized bolt. You can tighten loose nuts. You can get radiator hoses off. You can pull out thorns. You can pull out nails, whatever you're going to have. But just there's nothing handier than a good pair of slip joint pliers. Next, I'm going to have a good set of vice grips. Don't get crummy ones. The Knipex vice grips are the best I've ever used. They're a good price. They're German made, and this is going to be your 1-2 punch. This is be able to hold and tighten nuts. You'll be able to clamp things that may have come loose. You can use it for a bazillion different things. There's nothing handier than a pair of vice grips, and you probably have multiple of these on hand already. Little trick on vice grips, if you didn't know already. You see on the back it has a serrated knob on there? Well, if you can't get things tight enough, a lot of guys just try to tighten with their fingers, get that thing on wrenched up and tighten that with your pliers. It'll hold on there real tight, way tighter than you can get with your fingers. So don't forget about that if you really need something to hold or you need to press something hard. But this is a really good 1-2 punch, a good combination tool set. Have 2 screwdrivers. Have a number 2 Phillips and a number 2 straight blade. This is probably one of the most handy tools in the shop. It's a scraper, it's a pry bar, I can't even go into all the things it's good for, but get good quality ones, don't get garbage, but these are going to cover most problems. You're always going to need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver or a straight blade, and these two are very handy, very, very handy. So have one of each, dedicated. After that, this is where I deviate from Granddad a little bit. He always carried baling wire because zip ties weren't really all that popular back in the day, but I'm going to carry half a dozen high-quality zip ties. Something about 12 inches long. You can fix all sorts of things, just so handy. Zip ties are absolutely essential. After that, a multi-tool. A multi-tool Again, it's got a lot of good functions on there. You're going to have a wire cutter. You're going to have precision pliers if you need to work on something. You're going to have a file in there. A file is important. If you get locked behind a gate or need to cut through some metal or bolts, it'll take a while, but you can get through it. You can get through it with the file on here. You're going to have a backup screwdriver, can opener, all of the function that comes with these. They just can't be underestimated. A good multi-tool, throw that in your kit, and that's probably the main thing you're going to grab when you need to repair stuff. And then finally, the last thing is some good quality duct tape. Military grade duct tape, or if you're looking for something that will really stick good, the Gorilla brand. You get what you pay for with duct tape. Just because it says duct tape, they're not all the same. So get something really high quality, 3M, Gorilla brand. You don't need to put the whole roll in there. You probably already have some at home. Just lay it out, pull some out, fold it over into a nice flat kind of package like this. It fits a lot better than the tool roll, and you're not going to need that much. So I would put about 10 feet. 10 feet of duct tape on there should suffice. Once you have all those things assembled, put them together in a nice tool roll and just forget about it. This is not a tool kit that you want to be robbing from. Set it and forget it is the principle. But that is the 10 essential tools that will get you going in most situations that you're going to come across. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.